Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Thursday, June 6th. Checking in now with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl. He has a look at our early morning forecast. Good morning to you, Bill.
Good morning, Alexandra. Yesterday's numbers pretty seasonable, upper 70s to lower 80s, but boy, some gusty winds and some gusty storms racing through the area last evening. Did do some tree damage in some spots. We saw 50 to 60 plus mile per hour wind gusts around some of those showers, including out at the La Crosse airport. 78 was the high in Eau Claire, 83 in La Crosse, 82 in Prairie du Chien. All is quiet this morning. We've got sunshine to start. Again, the almanac showing those numbers from yesterday, 83 and 59, 79 and 58 are the averages. Not a lot of rain with those showers in the La Crosse area, just over a tenth of an inch, and most of that fell just after midnight the previous night, with just a couple hundredths of an inch of rain with the showers last evening. Those showers have now blown into central parts of the Great Lakes. Some clouds over northern Wisconsin and northern Minnesota. Those will pivot southeast across parts of the area as the day progresses. Current temperatures range from the 50s to the north and east into the lower 60s in La Crosse and Winona. It's going to be a windy and cooler day with a sprinkle chance this afternoon, primarily north and east, highs around 70 degrees. Winds out of the west-northwest, 15 to 25, gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour for some areas. I will have more details with my 8-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
We'll see you then, Bill. Thank you. June, less than a week old, but already having its fair share of rough weather across the country. You heard Bill mention some of that. A heat dome is sending temperatures soaring, and some western states now gearing up to see triple-digit temps over the weekend. On the other side of the nation, a tornado tore through Maryland near Washington, D.C. last night, leaving 5 people hurt after some trees crashed into their home. And here at home, yesterday's storms left multiple La Crosse and La Crescent area neighborhoods without power. Xcel Energy's map reported more than 1,500 customers in La Crosse and on Alaska, and another 1,700 in La Crescent were without power during yesterday's annual meeting. Dairyland Power Cooperative President and CEO Brent Ridge said although power companies working to keep up with the incoming storms, more may be needed to be done to the area's power infrastructure to avoid potential blackouts.
Our system is built to be very resilient in rural America. Lots of trees, lots of storms, and our system responded well. Our people responded well. They did it safely and reliably to get the power back online. But it really talks about rebuilding and reinforcing the transmission infrastructure in the upper Midwest.
This morning, Xcel Energy reporting more than 1,300 customers still without power in Winona. All services in La Crescent and La Crosse, though, have been restored. Soon, President Joe Biden is set to speak at a ceremony marking 80 years since the World War II D-Day operation in Normandy, France. The event, honoring a turning point in World War II, comes as French authorities are investigating a suspect who was arrested after an explosion at a hotel near Paris. CBS News' Jared Hill has more for us.
This morning, France is on alert as President Joe Biden and other world leaders prepare to commemorate the 80th anniversary of D-Day. Authorities are investigating a Monday night explosion in a hotel room near Charles de Gaulle Airport, just outside of Paris. French police arrested an unnamed 26-year-old Russian-Ukrainian national who was badly burned in the explosion. Authorities found bomb-making materials in his room. French news reports say guns and fake passports were found there as well. The suspect is from the Russian-occupied Donbas region of Ukraine. He's currently being treated for burns at a local hospital. French police say he's cooperating. Right now, there are barricades and a heavy security presence outside of President Biden's hotel in Paris. The White House says it's aware of the incident and the FBI is looking into it. Secret Service, though, says so far there are no changes in the president's planned movements over the next few days.
He's here to honor the veterans, the men who gave their lives and those who fought bravely to defend freedom.
This comes as Paris is already on high alert ahead of next month's Olympic Games.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is also in France for the D-Day events. He and President Biden are expected to meet to discuss a range of issues. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office has arrested the warden and 8 staffers at Waupun Correctional Institution. Warden Randall Hepp is charged with misconduct in public office. The other 8 facing felony inmate abuse charges. Waupun Correctional has been at the center of scandal for quite some time now. 4 inmates have died there in the past year. 3 of them are subject to federal lawsuits. Federal investigators have been looking into a suspected smuggling ring involving prison employees since March. In a press conference yesterday, the Dodge County Sheriff says the prison is being operated recklessly.
Lack of accountability really falls to making sure that your staff know what they're doing, making sure they're trained, making sure they're following policies and procedures, and when they're not, ensuring that they are trained on what to do.
Governor Tony Evers responded, saying in part there must be accountability and justice. If convicted, Hepp faces up to 3.5 years in prison. The Sparta man accused of giving a woman drugs that led to her death is bound over for trial. 52-year-old Timothy Burns is charged with first-degree reckless homicide, delivering narcotics, and theft from a person or corpse. According to the criminal complaint, Burns told an associate that he gave the victim heroin, and when she appeared to have overdosed, he attempted CPR. About a half hour later, he called 911, took the victim's phone, and threw it in a river. Police later arrested Burns. He's being held on a $100,000 cash bond. The Eau Claire business owner accused of sexual assault and taking inappropriate pictures of clients is pleading not guilty. 40-year-old Christopher Devlin is facing multiple counts of sexual assault and capturing an intimate representation without consent. He pleaded not guilty on all counts in court yesterday. Multiple victims reported Devlin sexually assaulted or took inappropriate pictures of them while completing cosmetic procedures at his business, Renew Aesthetics. If convicted, he faces a maximum of nearly 50 years in prison. A bridge near West Salem is closed for a replacement project. The La Crosse County Highway Department says contractors have moved up the schedule for a bridge replacement on County Highway M, just north of West Salem. Work on the project is expected to last through October. The public should use posted detour routes during this time. And drivers who use Blackhawk Bridge over the Mississippi River will want to be aware of some upcoming closures. The Iowa DOT says construction work on a new pier will cause intermittent closures for up to 2 hours beginning the week of June 17th. Those closures will happen between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. The DOT says the closures are to reduce vibration and limit chances of damage. Construction on a new bridge to replace the Blackhawk Bridge should be finished in 2027. Invasive carp have been threatening the Mississippi River for years. Now, new legislation authored in Minnesota is taking a step toward addressing the issue. News 8 Now's Michael Germain has those details for us.
Silver, bighead, grass, and black carp, 4 species of invasive carp making their way up the Mississippi.
And we now have some of these species now present here in Wisconsin and Minnesota.
The problem is that they compete for food with native fish.
So this can cause our native fish species to decline in health and abundance.
The Minnesota legislature passed funding to install a deterrent downstream at Lock and Dam 5, just north of Winona, that will emit a signal or combinations of light, sound, and bubbles that invasive carp don't like.
Hopefully impede them from continuing to expand upstream into places where we don't want these species to be.
Lock and Dam 5, they say, is the perfect location.
A deterrent placed at Lock and Dam 5 can be very effective.
Except when the water is high and the gates are open.
No, a deterrent is not going to be 100% effective. It's not a silver bullet for carp control, but it's something that helps us keep fish downstream so that they can be removed at a pace that's reasonable for us.
Reporting in Minnesota City, Michael Germain, News 8 Now this morning.
And happening tomorrow, if you want to get a sweet treat for breakfast and help a good cause, you might want to stop by Linda's Bakery to grab a donut on National Donut Day. For every donut you buy, they'll donate 50 cents to the Salvation Army of La Crosse County's Make a House a Home program. That program helps provide baskets of household and food items to people moving from the organization's emergency shelter into permanent housing. Happening today, President Biden, world leaders, and World War II veterans are in Normandy, France to mark 80 years since the D-Day invasion. The American Cemetery there contains the graves of 9,388 servicemen. The Allied assault on that day helped free Europe from the Nazi grip and hastened Hitler's defeat. Yesterday, hundreds of American military veterans reenacted the parachute drop. The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news. General Mills accused of racism in a new lawsuit. Boeing CEO gets ready to testify on Capitol Hill. And Walmart gives workers a $1,000 bonus. That's all coming up in your consumer news. And the job market is getting tougher for recent college grads, but we'll tell you why some experts say there's reason for optimism. And for now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. It's not every day you stumble across a T-Rex fossil, but that's what happened to 3 young boys. They were going on a hike in North Dakota when they discovered the rare fossil. The Denver Museum of Nature and Science says its team of paleontologists excavated the remains last year. The fossil belonged to a juvenile T-Rex, estimated to stand 10 feet tall and weigh 3,500 pounds. Later this month, that museum opening a temporary exhibit to display the find. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news is after the break.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, only at Hy-Vee.
At an 11% rebate on everything. Finish your project with countertops from Menards. With elegant to everyday options, we carry everything you need to beautify your home's decor. Take home laminate countertop today starting at $29.98 after rebate. Feed your canine companion the best with chicken soup for the soul. Made with real quality ingredients, it provides well-balanced nutrition for supporting happy, healthy pets. Get a 25-pound bag for $49.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Stressless by Equinus. The most comfortable seating in the world is more comfortable than ever. It's on sale now at Drury's in Fountain. Every year, Equinus updates styles and leathers, and that means outstanding values. And now we're passing these savings on to you. It's time for you to enjoy the incredible comfort of a stressless sofa or recliner in your home. Now at fantastic savings. A stressless recliner is your place. A place to relax, a place to unwind. Stressless furniture on sale now at Drury's in Fountain.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Don't believe Tammy Baldwin's TV ads. Believe her record. Baldwin voted against $800 million for narcotic detection at our border. She voted against more Border Patrol agents, against tougher sentences for drug traffickers here illegally. No wonder overdose deaths have skyrocketed on Baldwin's watch, with cartel activity right here in Wisconsin. Two-faced Tammy, a hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, only at Hy-Vee.
Welcome back, everyone. It is 6:12. A good Thursday morning to you. With the school season winding down, I've put the school cast into retirement for the summer. Most districts are now out for the summer, so some great news for the kids across the region. Parents, I don't know, how do we feel? Kind of lukewarm, I think. All right, dog walking forecast. Partly cloudy and breezy this morning, and then more clouds as we head into the afternoon. And it's going to be a rather windy day. Decreasing clouds this evening. I don't think Cosmo is going to mind the winds. Hoping to walk with Teresa and Reese at some point. And boy, what a handsome young fella Cosmo is. We've got sunshine, so make sure you have the sunglasses handy this morning. Again, turning windy and cooler today. Maybe some afternoon sprinkles, primarily north and east. Overall, a drier weather pattern over the next 8 days actually needed, as it's been rather wet around here over the past several weeks. Chance of some showers, though, with that said, late tomorrow night and into Saturday morning, but dry by Saturday afternoon. So that's kind of a new development in the forecast models. I did add that to the forecast. Now, yesterday's gusty thunder showers have rolled into the central Great Lakes, but see that cloud cover over northern Wisconsin and northern Minnesota? That's what's going to pivot kind of southeast across parts of the area as the day progresses. Current temperatures range from the low to mid 50s in Black River Falls and Sparta to the lower 60s in Winona, La Crosse, and Prairie du Chien. And again, it's going to be cooler today with those gusty winds from the west-northwest, 15 to 25, gusting to 35, even 40 miles per hour, highs right around 70 degrees. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast coming up in about 3.5 minutes.
In your consumer news this morning, cereal maker General Mills is accused of racial discrimination by some of its employees. In a federal lawsuit filed this week, black employees accused management of favoring white employees for promotions. They also claim managers issued more disciplinary actions against black workers. The lawsuit alleges the factory's human resources has ignored the incidents of racism, and those who complained to HR were retaliated against. This is alleged to have happened over the course of more than 2 decades. Congress, meanwhile, wants to hear from Boeing. Outgoing CEO Dave Calhoun set to testify before the Senate Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations later this month. That hearing comes after a whistleblower testified about quality control issues on Boeing's 787 Dreamliner and 777 production lines. The whistleblower says Boeing retaliated against him after he reported those problems. He testified Boeing knowingly took shortcuts, skipping critical safety steps to reduce production delays. Boeing strongly denies those accusations, insisting its planes are safe. Walmart says it's offering a new bonus for eligible full and part-time hourly workers. Depending on how long the employee stays with Walmart, they could see a bonus of up to $1,000 a year. Walmart says its hourly wage has increased by about 30%, with approaching $18 an hour. The retailer says it's also testing a program to address the shortage of skilled trade workers in the United States. The class of 2024 may be slow to find their dream job, as new numbers this week point to cooling in the labor market. But some labor economists say the job market for new college grads isn't as gloomy as you might think, and knowing where and how to look makes all the difference. Karen Kaifa has more for us from Washington.
With a job market that looks strong by the numbers, some new college grads may wonder, where are the job offers? Economists say there's more competition for fewer jobs.
The numbers game is not really in your favor. Jobs have become more competitive.
According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, just over 8 million available jobs were posted in April. That's about 1.2 jobs for every job seeker, the lowest ratio since June 2021. And Julia Pollack, chief economist for ZipRecruiter, says not every field has the same opportunities right now.
There are parts of the economy that are very slow, like retail, tech even, manufacturing.
Corey Cantenga, LinkedIn's head of economics for the Americas, says young workers should stay on top of industries that are hiring.
Knowing which industries have more openings coming online, where the hiring is taking place, is going to be really important to figure out where you can apply.
And be open to new areas to apply their skills.
Don't look at the job title, just focus on what skills you have and whether your skills match what the role is actually asking for.
Cantenga and Pollack both say the U.S. workforce is aging, so young workers may not get their dream job right away, but can position themselves for the future.
It'll soon dawn on many employers that they have an aging workforce, that they have a retirement tsunami headed their way, and that they need to find ways to reach out to and appeal to younger workers, new talent coming on the scene.
That's it for your morning consumer news. The time now is 6:17. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl for a look at our forecast. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Alexandra. Again, we had those gusty thunder showers roll through last evening, actually made for some beautiful scenes in our western sky. Here's a time lapse from yesterday afternoon. We kind of had a mix of sun and clouds with those scattered showers during the day. And then last evening, it was pretty much sunny at 7:15. And then look at this shot at about 8:30 as that line of showers and thunderstorms rolling through. Just some beautiful colors in the western sky there. And look at this at about 8:45 as the rain moved through. It didn't last long at all, but boy, some gusty winds, upwards of 58 miles per hour out at the La Crosse airport. And then all was quiet. As fast as that rolled in, it rolled out quickly, and that's why the rainfall amounts were very, very light. In fact, just a couple hundredths of an inch of rain with that storm last evening in La Crosse, quarter inch or less up to the north and east here, but most spots saw light amounts of rain, but a lot of wind. Gusts of 50 to 60 plus miles per hour in some locations did do some tree damage and cause some sporadic power outages as well. Much calmer this morning, although still kind of breezy. Sunshine, 63 degrees at the airport, 62 downtown at the station. There's those winds out of the west, 15 to 30 miles per hour. And the Mississippi is running high. It continues to rise 9.19 feet. All the recent rainfall is going to push those levels above 10 feet probably tomorrow or early Saturday. And some spots could approach right near flood stage over the next couple of days. So just something to keep in mind if you have interests along the Mississippi River. The Chippewa River is also running high but holding steady, 58 degrees this morning for you folks in Eau Claire. Current temperatures primarily in the 50s and lower 60s. We've got 55 in Sparta, 52 in Black River Falls, 61 in Winona, and 62 in Prairie du Chien. Dew points are comfortable. They are low in the mid 40s to lower 50s, so that keeps us in that pleasant to dry range, and that trend will continue through the day. Low humidity across the region today. It will be windy though. Already a sustained 15 to 20, gusting around 30 to 35 miles per hour in some spots, and that trend will continue through the day. Now the gusty thunder showers from last evening have pushed into the central Great Lakes, but notice these clouds up to the north and west here. Those will kind of pivot south and east across parts of the area as the day progresses. Maybe squeeze out a sprinkle or two this afternoon, especially north and east. But the main story today, windy and cooler conditions. Sky Tracker showing sunshine to start, but those clouds passing through during the afternoon with those spits and sprinkles. Tonight, decreasing clouds. And then Friday, sunny to partly cloudy and dry. Still kind of breezy tomorrow, but not as windy as today. And then kind of a new development, a little disturbance will bring a chance of rain showers late tomorrow night and into Saturday morning. So I did add that to the forecast, just something to keep in mind. So for today, most spots will see highs in the 60s to lower 70s, right around 70 in La Crosse, windy and cooler conditions with a partly to mostly cloudy sky. 55 tonight with decreasing clouds. 76 tomorrow, still kind of breezy. That chance of rain showers late Friday night into Saturday morning, but dry by the afternoon. 74 for the high on Saturday. 77 on Sunday. Still dry Monday. Slight chance of thunder showers on Tuesday. Even smaller chance next Wednesday. Also turning warmer and more humid later in the week. Thursday and Friday's highs in the mid to upper 80s, maybe flirting with 90 by Friday. So some good news. Overall, the next 8 days fairly dry compared to what we've seen as of late. Alexandra?
Yes, good news indeed, Bill. Thank you. The time now is 6:21. Still ahead on your morning news. Researchers making headway on a possible vaccine for bird flu. Coming up in your morning medical news, we'll take a look at why the vaccine not only be intended for humans.
Brewers looking to avoid the sweep in Philly, plus a wild one at the Lumberyard last night. All that action coming up on The Blitz.
Ashley's Stars and Stripes sale is going on now. Don't miss these furniture hot buys, now only $7.99. Plus pay 0% interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase in-store only. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
After further review, we're seeing so much goodness in the game. Hardee's is giving away free hand-breaded chicken tenders tomorrow if any of these happen in tonight's game. If a player helps another player up, free chicken tenders. If a fan cheers or players high-five, that's 3 free chicken tenders. If anything good happens on or off the court, that's 3 crispy, juicy, hand-breaded chicken tenders free tomorrow. If you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards.
Reed and Chelsea along with you. All right, so we talked about this a little earlier. We got a new dishwasher, and it wasn't like, hey, we wanted to upgrade. No, our dishwasher 3 weeks ago took a you-know-what, and we have been without one for 3 weeks. We haven't talked about it. It's kind of just where we don't we don't even talk about that much amongst each other because we don't want to acknowledge the situation we're in.
Miserable.
And I'll tell you, like, I realize there are people who washed dishes for, 12 kids back in the day and all that. That's great. Once you've had a dishwasher, you
can't
get
go
really
back.
soft.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Senator Baldwin says I'm not from Wisconsin. But this was my childhood home. Graduated East High. Became a Badger in '86, where I've had my company for over 20 years.
And this is where we live. It's our family home.
I'm a fourth-generation Wisconsinite. It made me who I am. If Senator Baldwin's not going to be honest with you about where I'm from, what makes you think she'll be honest with you about anything? I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale is going on now. Don't miss these mattress hot buys, now only $7.99. And get a free adjustable base upgrade with an Align by Ashley Sleep mattress purchase. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
There's been more than a few changes over the years. But if there's one thing that hasn't changed, it's our commitment. 70 years and counting. Thanks for watching. Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now.
Welcome to the Blitz. The Loggers are off to a solid start so far this season. La Crosse had its 4-game win streak snapped back on Monday, but the boys are back home. They were looking for a win at the Lumberyard. Loggers beginning a 4-game set with Green Bay. First 2 of those here in La Crosse. Home team not wasting any time. Bottom 1, Luke Davis with a man on. Gives this one a ride to right. 2-run shot. Just like that, it's 2-0 Loggers. Rockers respond, though. Top 2, Peyton Mansfield puts this one in the seats out in right center. Green Bay slices that deficit in half. It's 2-1. Then in the third, Rockers keep rallying. Jake Bold drills a base hit to left. Green Bay plates 3, takes a 4-2 lead. Bottom of the third now, Loggers get one of those runs right back. Matt Mira is going to ground one to short. RJ Hamilton races home to make it 4-3, but Bold comes through for Green Bay once again in the fourth. Chops a slow roller to third. Great effort on the throw, but Bold beats it out. Rockers go back up by 2. Until the bottom of the inning, bases loaded for the Loggers. Matt Mira makes it happen again, drills one the other way. That's going to be trouble. It rolls all the way to the wall. All 3 runs score. Loggers go back in front. Fast forward to the 9th now. Game tied at 7. Bases full. And it's going to be Luke the Nuke Davis coming up clutch once again. An absolute, no doubt, grand slam to right. Let's go home. Loggers walk it off in dramatic fashion. Davis mobbed at home plate as La Crosse gets back in the win column, 11-7. Brewers looking to avoid the sweep in Philly. The offense has been quiet all series. That continued yesterday. Gary Sanchez gets robbed by Bryson Stott in the third. And in the 5th, Phillies finally break through thanks to Nick Castellanos. He gets a hold of this one to left center, and that's not coming back. 2-run shot makes it 2-0 Phils. Let's fast forward to the 7th now. Same score. Brewers looking to cut the deficit in half. Willie Adames to third. Here comes Willie Contreras, but Alec Boehm guns him at the plate. That keeps Milwaukee off the board. And then it's Jose Alvarado shutting the door in the 9th. Brewers held to just 2 runs in the series as they get swept in Philly. 2-0 the final. The Crews road trip continues on Friday in Detroit. Twins in the Bronx looking to even up the series with the Yankees, but things not going well for Minnesota. Already down 2. Gleyber Torres doesn't even know this ball has a chance to drop. It does. Manny Margot can't make the play. Ground rule double scores 2. Yankees up 4. That was more than enough for Carlos Rodon. He was cruising in this one. And in the 5th, Aaron Judge blows this one wide open down the left field line. Takes a wild carom off the wall. And that's going to plate all 3 runs. Yankees extend their lead to 7. Twins drop another one, 9-5, the final. On the softball side in Minnesota, the Windhawks are still alive, a 6-1 win over Simley in the state quarterfinals. They'll take on defending state champ Mankato East in the semifinals later today. That's going to do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
It's the summer sale at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. Get up to 30% off regular prices. This Leslie sofa is just $9.99, and this Spindrift dining set is $12.99. Get savings throughout the showroom during the summer sale at Home Furniture.
Giving a woman heartbreaking news that her baby has no chance of survival and giving them the option of having an abortion is one of the hardest parts of my job. Politicians like Donald Trump shouldn't be getting in between me and my patients.
We terminated Roe v. Wade.
My patients are worried. They're asking me, what is he going to try to take away next? If Trump was reelected, it would be devastating for women's health care.
ABPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Forget about scraping and painting, fretting and fixing, and enjoy the beauty and low maintenance of new siding, soffit, fascia, and gutters for your home. Seamless steel siding and vinyl siding in many colors. Enjoy outdoor living with a new deck and railing, with a pergola or patio cover for protection from rain or snow, or get protection from bugs and bad weather with a 3-season porch. Serving your neighbors for over 30 years, superior products, superior installation, at prices lower than most others. Invest wisely. The Board Store Home Improvements, prompt free estimates.
Remember when I said we need a screen for colon cancer?
Was that after I texted the age to screen was now 45? Because I said Cologuard.
Hey there.
Where did he come from?
Yep, with me, you can screen at home. Just talk to your provider. We'll screen with Cologuard. And do it my way.
Cologuard is a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive. It's for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur.
Ask your provider for me. Cologuard.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Indoor-outdoor carpet is stain-resistant and easy to install, making it the perfect choice for decks, patios, or sunrooms. Status indoor-outdoor carpet is only 49 cents per square foot after rebate. Let the fresh air into your home with a Larson Storm Door. This split-view storm door lets in natural light while providing easy ventilation. Get it for $344.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
During the summer patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts, get up to 40% off regular prices on portion patio purchases, like this 6-piece patio dining set for just $18.89. Summer patio sale going on now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Welcome back. In your morning medical news, it looks like we'll have an updated COVID-19 vaccine this fall. The FDA's vaccine advisor agreed to ask drug manufacturers to update their COVID vaccines to fight the JN1 variant. The Infectious Disease Society of America says JN1 and its descendants are the most common versions circulating. Despite the FDA's decision, COVID cases remain relatively low, with only 3 to 4% of tests coming back positive currently. A new review of 79 different studies is suggesting the fear associated with dropping antidepressants someday may be quantified. According to the review, 15% of participants experienced withdrawal symptoms after they stopped taking the drugs. Those symptoms included dizziness, headaches, nausea, insomnia, and irritability. It also found 1 in 35 participants experienced severe symptoms after they quit taking the medication. For the first time, the CDC says bird flu has caused respiratory symptoms in 1 in 3 infected dairy workers. With concerns growing about avian flu spreading, there is renewed focus on a vaccine. Stephanie Stahl has an update on what's being called promising research.
Scientists at the University of Pennsylvania working on a new bird flu vaccine.
It mounts a very good, or elicits a very good immune response.
Penn immunologist Scott Hensley led the study on mice and ferrets. He says with the bird flu now spreading from cows to dairy workers, it's showing signs of mutating.
This virus is circulating very widely in birds and now in cows, and that scares me because cows are an animal that humans have a lot of contact with. What we fear is that the virus will start changing to replicate better in cows, and that some of those mutations that might occur during that process might facilitate better replication in humans.
Could this turn into another COVID?
Oh, I hope not. But we never really know when a virus is going to make that jump from other animals into humans.
Currently, the CDC says the threat to humans is low, but there is high interest in the vaccine that, in addition to people, might also be used in poultry or dairy cows. This new vaccine is following the same pipeline that led to the quick development of the COVID vaccine.
mRNA vaccines are such an agile platform. As soon as we see a new virus, whether it's a coronavirus or in this case a flu virus, we can very quickly design new mRNA vaccines to be specifically matched to what's circulating.
Currently, the virus is contained to workers exposed to infected cows. There's been no human-to-human transmission, but there is now the first case of a dairy worker with respiratory symptoms, which might make it easier to spread.
The 3 known infected dairy workers are in Texas and Michigan. The gallery at the Nature Place is celebrating its 6th art display featuring works by artist Douglas Bosley. In theme with the Nature Place, Bosley's art showcases different plants and animals, including different kinds of fungi, flowers, and foliage. Print and copper plating are his main mediums. He says his art is inspired by plant interactions with nature that some people may not consider.
Plants in particular, I think, are really cool. Most people get really into animals, but plants have these huge, incredible, really complicated lives and interactions with all kinds of fungi and bacteria that a lot of people take for granted, most people don't know about, and I think if you look at it, it's really, really cool.
Douglas's art will be in the gallery until the last week of September. We'll have the business hours and a link to his artwork posted on our digital platforms. If you're in need of affordable furniture or cleaning supplies, there are resources to help. Some Gunderson nurses are donating cleaning supplies to the Exchange La Crosse Area Furniture Bank. Exchange's program director says helping keep homes clean is just one part of the mission in helping those in need.
In order to maintain the furniture that goes out in these homes, it's important to have cleaning supplies in the households. Our mission is to help individuals and families who are struggling to furnish their homes, and part of that is definitely maintaining and cleaning it.
We have their information and hours, as well as volunteer and donation opportunities on our digital platforms. The time now is 6:35. Here is News 8 meteorologist Bill Grall to tell us what to expect on our morning commute. Don't be like me and forget your sunglasses this morning, right, Bill?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're going to definitely need your sunglasses this morning. In fact, a live look through CityCam showing blue sky and sunshine right now. And boy, on the interstate, if you're heading east on Interstate 90, yeah, that sun glare is quite strong. So keep that in mind. You'll need the sunglasses to start. Sunshine to start, but increasing clouds through the day. Outside chance for some sprinkles north and east this afternoon. Windy and cooler today with highs in the cross right around 70 degrees. Again, all is quiet currently, kind of breezy though. But see those clouds over northern Wisconsin, northern Minnesota. Those will pivot south and east across the area as the day progresses. Current temps mid-50s in Sparta and Black River Falls, 58 in Eau Claire, 61 in Winona, 63 in La Crosse, and 62 in Prairie du Chien. Clouds increase, windy and cooler today. Highs right around 70 degrees. Again, those will be from the west-northwest, 15 to 25, could gust 35, even 40 miles per hour in some spots. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast on the other side of the break. Alexandra?
And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8, starting with Victor, turning 8 years old today. He loves planes, playing Minecraft, and taking care of his chickens. And Tati is turning 18 today. She loves to travel, eat Chick-fil-A, and working at Jumpstart. Happy birthday. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. Coming up, we're speaking with Deb and Joe Bassett of the LGBTQ Coalition of the Coulee region to find out what you can expect at their Pride celebration happening this weekend.
Where's the best place for fresh, quality local meat? The Holman Lochran Meat Market, of course. Get your grills or smokers ready. This month, whole pork butt or whole beef briskets are on sale. Holman Lochran Meat Market and much, much more. Stop in today.
Every week, it costs more to feed my family. Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Stressless by Eckerness, the most comfortable seating in the world, is more comfortable than ever. It's on sale now at Drury's in Fountain. Every year, Eckerness updates styles and leathers, and that means outstanding values. And now we're passing these savings on to you. It's time for you to enjoy the incredible comfort of a stressless sofa or recliner in your home. Now at fantastic savings. A stressless recliner is your place, a place to relax, a place to unwind. Stressless furniture on sale now at Drury's in Fountain.
For over 40 years, Lacrosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Don't believe Tammy Baldwin's TV ads. Believe her record. Baldwin voted against $800 million for narcotic detection at our border. She voted against more Border Patrol agents, against tougher sentences for drug traffickers here illegally. No wonder overdose deaths have skyrocketed on Baldwin's watch, with cartel activity right here in Wisconsin. Two-faced Tammy, a hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The Picnic Bundle is back at the Holman Locker and Meat Market. The Picnic Bundle includes the meat buns and even dessert. Everything you need for your next picnic. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more. Stop in today.
Hey, welcome back. It is 6:39. A good Thursday morning to you. Allergy report. High symptoms across the board today and tomorrow for pine, tree pollen, and grass pollen. And your mowing forecast for the next 3 days. Green lights today and tomorrow. It's going to be breezy and cooler today. Maybe some sprinkles this afternoon to the north and east. A high of 70. Mid-70s tomorrow. Chance for some rain showers late Friday night into Saturday morning. But Saturday afternoon will be dry with a high of 74. First moon tunes of the season this evening out at Riverside Park. Goes from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. And it's going to be a decent evening, although breezy. So if you're bringing some items, just make sure they're going to be secure, not blowing around. West to northwest winds around 20 miles per hour at 5 p.m., diminishing a little bit by 8 o'clock with a mostly to partly cloudy sky. Tonight, Adam Gruel and the Space Burritos. Boy, just the name makes me want to attend that one. Maybe a food truck will be selling burritos. That's Cosmic Country Rock and Roll is what they are saying the music will be tonight. So should be an okay evening other than breezy conditions. All right, skies are sunny right now, 63 out at the airport, 62 downtown at the station. Already breezy from the west, 16 to 29 miles per hour. And the Mississippi, that's going to be running high for the next couple of weeks, up to 9.19 feet here in La Crosse, probably approaching 10 feet sometime tomorrow or early Saturday. 58 for you folks in Eau Claire. The Chippewa River's running high as well, but holding steady. Westerly wind at about 8 miles per hour. So temperatures this morning starting in the 50s and lower 60s for most, 55 in Sparta, 63 in Winona, 62 in Prairie du Chien. Dew points are low, mid-40s to lower 50s, so that's in that pleasant to dry range, and it's going to stay that way through the day with low humidity today and tonight. Winds, again, already gusting 10 to 20 and upwards of 30 miles per hour from La Crosse and points west, so that's going to be a story today. They'll be from the west-northwest, 15 to 30, gusting 35 to 40 miles per hour. See those clouds over northern Wisconsin, northern Minnesota. Some of those will pivot southeast across the area. So that little trough spins around that low up to the north. That's going to be the cause for the clouds. Maybe some spits and sprinkles in spots this afternoon, especially north and east. That's where the cloud cover will be thickest. Otherwise, windy and cooler today, decreasing clouds tonight. And as we head into tomorrow, still kind of breezy, but sunny to partly cloudy and dry. A little disturbance will bring that chance of rain showers late Friday night into Saturday morning. Kind of a new development in the models there, so I did add that to the forecast. Temperatures today, right around 70 in the La Crosse area. Low 70s will be common in our southern communities, and as we head back to the north, mid to upper 60s, even right around 60 for Ladysmith, mid 60s in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. So my forecast for today, increasing clouds, windy and cooler, highs around 70. Tonight, decreasing clouds, still a bit breezy, lows near 55. Still kind of breezy tomorrow, but not as windy as today. Today, 76. Chance of rain showers late Friday night into Saturday morning, but dry in the afternoon. 74 for the high, 77 on Sunday. Dry Monday. A slight chance of thunder showers on Tuesday, even slighter on Wednesday. And then warmer and more humid Thursday and Friday. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. That's the latest check of my 8-day forecast. Back to you.
June is Pride Month, a time to celebrate LGBTQ+ history and identity, as well as raise awareness about the issues facing the community. With us to talk all things Pride, we have Deb and Joe Bassett of the LGBTQ+ Coalition of the Coulee region. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So start off by telling us a little bit about the coalition, what it does, who you guys are.
All right, well, we're an organization that advocates for the LGBTQ+ community, as well as other marginalized people.
Okay.
Everyone is welcome at our place. We advocate for the LGBTQ community. We not only do that, but we have programs and resources for them. And hopefully as we go along, we'll have more and more. We're just getting started. And this is our first big deal.
Okay, yeah, so you do have an event coming up, a Pride event this weekend.
Yes.
What can you tell us about that?
Well, our first Pride, and it'll be at Cameron Park this year. We have karaoke, which will be on during the Pride. We also have a dance walk that's going to be happening. People get all dressed up in their finest glory, and we'll be walking and dancing through downtown La Crosse.
Okay.
Our own parade.
Yeah, all right. And that's happening this Saturday,
Yes.
starting at noon, right?
Yes. Right.
And at Cameron Park. I know you guys wanted to mention that.
There's 35 vendors, which is a nice group to start with. And also we have a donation table for the homeless. If you have hygiene products or clothing that you can spare, blankets, whatnot, we're taking donations at the Pride event.
Okay, so accepting donations, but it is a free event for
Yes,
people who
it's
want
very
to
free,
Event, yes.
Okay, great. And so, yeah, June is Pride Month. What can you tell us about more things that the organization is doing this month and beyond for the community?
Well, we're going to be having different programs. We've started some of them already. Holding them at Java Vino till we have our own place.
Okay.
They're always really, really good to us. And so we have something that's always been popular, and that's our coloring group.
Okay.
Called True Colors. Open to all ages, and people literally come and color. It's so much fun. And we do a little gossiping, and so, you know, some people wait till they get there to eat. So the coloring group is a lot of fun. Then we also have a group for gay men, and we have a group for lesbians.
Okay,
Yeah.
so lots of support groups if people want to get
yes.
involved.
And there's going to be more. Like I said, we're working on trying to get a permanent place.
Okay.
And so, you know, we'll be having all kinds of stuff once we get our own place.
Yeah, and you are just getting started. You mentioned
Yes.
kind of the need for donations. So if people do want to donate or get involved, or maybe they need some services, where can they go to learn more?
They can go to lgbtqcoalition.com.
Okay.
Or they can call. The number is 608-800-7601.
All right, and anything else you guys want to share as you're kind of just getting started and as we are in Pride Month?
Oh, yeah. You know, here's the thing, and something that I don't think people are completely aware of, and that is that there's a huge percentage of people that are homeless that are LGBTQ. And it's not safe on the street to say that if you're living like at one of the encampments or just for people in general. And so this is a place where they can come and be themselves and be safe. The other thing that we're going to be doing is elder care.
Okay.
We're going to be reaching out and train people nursing homes, hospitals, and so on about working with LGBTQ seniors. There's a lot of seniors that are afraid. And, you know, Joe, you talk about that quite a bit. Joe's going to be doing the training to work with elder people.
Yep.
Okay, great. Yeah, definitely important resources for sure. And so Saturday at noon, Cameron Park, that is where the celebration is taking place.
That's where it is.
All right, well, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. Hope to see you guys there.
Yeah, no problem.
All
Stay
right.
with us. We're back right after this.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, I'm here in Normandy, France, leading our team coverage of D-Day's 80th anniversary, honoring those who participated in the invasion that was a turning point, a hinge in World War II. I got the honor of speaking with one of those veterans, a New York man who stormed Omaha Beach 80 years ago. He was 21 then. He is now 101, but he still has vivid memories of the horror and the heroics of that day. Plus, we're going to meet a surviving member of the so-called Ghost Army, a top-secret military unit that used inflatable tanks and planes, if you can believe it, to fool the Nazis, and in doing so, save thousands of Allied lives. And we're going to hear from a Holocaust survivor who is remembering her own experience through tapestries she stitched together. And finally, I'll be joined by Secretary of State Antony Blinken. All that and more coming up at 7.
In fact, it was an Irish lighthouse.
Giving a woman heartbreaking news that her baby has no chance of survival and giving them the option of having an abortion is one of the hardest parts of my job. Politicians like Donald Trump shouldn't be getting in between me and my patients.
We terminated Roe v. Wade.
My patients are worried. They're asking me, what is he going to try to take away next? If Trump was reelected, it would be devastating for women's health care.
ABPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Here's to the Farm and Fleet dads, the ones who work hard and get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. This Father's Day, get your dad a gift he'll love, like this Continental Pizza Oven, just $39.99. $30 off a 20-piece gear wrench ratcheting wrench set. Lund roll-up tonneau covers, $100 off after sale and mail-in rebate. Plus, a Blaine's Farm and Fleet gift card makes the perfect Father's Day gift.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
We provide specialty level care in anything from wisdom tooth removal to dental implant placement to more complex corrective jaw surgeries.
Trying to make it as easy of an experience as you can go through. We're the most experienced clinic in the region for these types of procedures. If you or your family member needs wisdom teeth removed, tooth extraction, dental implants, you found the right place. We'd be happy to see you here.
We work closely with your general dentist. Have a discussion with your dentist about a referral to us.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you. Learn more at olsonsolarenergy.com or give us a call.
What if antibodies from sharks cured cancer? What if breast cancer was prevented with a vaccine? What if new science became clinical trials in real time? At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, we search the depths of the ocean, the edges of space, turning possibilities into life-saving solutions and what-ifs into remarkable realities. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
What is a hero? Not the kind from comic books and movies, saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes, those with a special kind of courage or ability, those saving the day, one person at a time. News 8 Now wants to find those heroes and thank them for bettering our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes to nominate someone you feel is truly a hometown hero. The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now.
Welcome back at 6:52. Time for your morning news now. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office has arrested the warden and 8 staffers at Waupun Correctional Institution. Warden Randall Hepp is charged with misconduct in public office. The other 8 face felony inmate abuse charges. Waupun Correctional has been at the center of scandal for quite some time. 4 inmates have died there in the past year, 3 of them subject to federal lawsuits. Federal investigators have been looking into a suspected smuggling ring involving prison employees since March. In a press conference yesterday, the Dodge County Sheriff said the prison is being operated recklessly.
Lack of accountability really falls to making sure that your staff know what they're doing, making sure they're trained, making sure they're following policies and procedures, and when they're not, ensuring that they are trained on what to do.
Governor Tony Evers responded, saying in part there must be accountability and justice. If convicted, Hepp faces up to 3.5 years in prison. Yesterday's storm.
Our system is built to be very resilient in rural America. Lots of trees, lots of storms. And our system responded well. Our people responded well. They did it safely and reliably to get the power back online. But it really talks about rebuilding and reinforcing the transmission infrastructure in the upper Midwest.
That was Dairyland Power CEO Brent Ridge speaking at the company's annual meeting yesterday. Currently, Xcel Energy reporting more than 300 customers are still without power in Winona. All services in La Crescent and La Crosse have been restored from last night's storms. A bridge near West Salem is closed for a replacement project. The La Crosse County Highway Department says contractors have moved up the schedule for a bridge replacement on County Highway M, just north of West Salem. Work on the project is expected to last through October. The public should use posted detour routes during this time. The Minnesota legislature approved $12 million to advance the installation of carp deterrents in the Mississippi River, but the actual installation is still years away. Silver and bighead carp are filter feeders that can remove the necessary food supply for many native fish, causing fish to decline in health and abundance. A research fish biologist with the United States Geological Survey hopes the deterrents will stop the upstream expansion of carp at Lock and Dam 5 north of Winona.
So a deterrent can be a device that is placed in the water that can emit a signal or combinations of light, sound, and bubbles that invasive carp don't like and can hopefully impede them from continuing to expand upstream into places where we don't want these species to be.
She adds if they can stop invasive carp from expanding upstream in the Mississippi River, it'll be easier to control populations compared to trying to manage them once they are already there. Happening tomorrow, it's National Donut Day. If you want to get a sweet breakfast to celebrate and also help a good cause, head over to Linda's Bakery. For every donut you buy there, they'll donate 50 cents to the Salvation Army of La Crosse County's Make a House a Home program. That program helps provide baskets of household and food items to people moving from the organization's emergency shelter into permanent housing. And happening today, President Joe Biden, world leaders, and World War II veterans are in Normandy, France, to mark 80 years since the D-Day invasion. The American cemetery there contains the graves of 9,388 servicemen. The Allied assault on that day helped free Europe from the Nazi grip and hastened Hitler's defeat. Yesterday, hundreds of American military veterans reenacted the parachute drop, and we are waiting for the president to make remarks from Normandy shortly.
Sunshine to start our Thursday, so you'll need those sunglasses as you step outside this morning. Temperatures in the mid-50s to lower 60s. It will be windy and cooler today with increasing clouds, maybe some afternoon sprinkles, especially north and east. Highs around 70, west to northwest winds 15 to 25, gusting 35 to 40 miles per hour. Dry, still a bit breezy tomorrow, 76. Chance of rain showers late Friday night into Saturday morning, but Saturday afternoon dry, 74, and dry on Sunday with a high of 77.
Well, the stakes are high for the Eau Claire Police Department. They're trying to identify the brisket bandit. Last Friday, the police department shared footage of this man sneaking into a family's backyard. You see him there. This is on the north side of Eau Claire, and he steals brisket they were smoking overnight. According to the Post, the suspect entered the victim's backyard, licked their fingers, and made a clean getaway. Yeah, there he goes. He got off with 12 pounds of smoked deliciousness. If you recognize the brisket bandit, you can contact the Eau Claire non-emergency line at the number right there at the bottom of your screen, or submit a tip to Crime Stoppers. Thank you for starting your morning with us. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your Thursday.